we have AI, we have Pinterest, and we have so many videos teaching us how to dress well as men, but yet there's so many guys that are still getting it wrong. In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the top fashion mistakes men are still making, so hopefully you can avoid them and not be making these mistakes going forward. Now let's start off with the gym clothes everywhere. This is one of the biggest mistakes I always see men make when it comes to their clothing choices. I love my sweatpants, I love my athletic shorts, but it's just very bad to be wearing these every single place. You're trying to wear them casually, you're trying to wear them on a date, you're trying to wear them at nicer events. You need to understand that gym clothes have a time and a place, and that's usually at the gym or doing some type of athleisure type of activity. When it comes to more so dressing up, you need to learn how to put the gym clothes down and not wear this in these type of environments. Because a lot of you do this everywhere, but aren't you just a little curious of what you would look like if you reach your full potential and you dressed accordingly to the type of environment and predicament that you're going to be putting yourself in? You just can't wear the gym clothes everywhere. It just looks very juvenile. It looks very immature. Learn how to step it up and dress more mature and like a grown man. I get you want to show off your build and all of that, but you can do that in some well-fitted clothes. Also, a lot of guys are always saying that gym clothes are so comfortable, and you know, I get that to an extent, but you can also have well-fitted clothes that will also be comfortable too. Big logo outfits. Now, please do not be a walking billboard. I see so many guys get this wrong where their shirt has a big logo, their pants, their shoes, everything has a big logo on them. Now you look like a walking billboard. You look like you're more so like sponsored by the brand or something like that. This is not the type of look you're trying to go for. A logo here and there is fine. I think out of all the clothes I have, definitely my jackets. I think I only have like 2 or 3 jackets that have logos on them, and I have a lot of jackets, to be completely transparent. So that just shows you that logos need to be at a, you know, bare minimum when it comes to clothing. Majority of your clothing and outfits should consume no logos. It's just the best timeless look that's going to have you go a lot further when it comes to putting items together, not looking so visually disturbing with all the logos on you. Not tailoring your clothes. Now, this is a huge mistake a lot of guys make still to this day. A lot of guys are not tailoring their clothes like they need to, especially their pants. I want to make it extremely clear. I cannot say this enough. Your pants should not be dragging on the floor. The pants, you know, where they're ripping at the bottom, this is not good. This is not how pants are supposed to be worn, not how pants are supposed to be displayed. You need to be taking your pants to get a hem, especially if they're long like this. A hem alone will just do you so much good, it's not even funny. So this is something that you definitely need to start implementing immediately. Stop wearing the pants that are bunching up at the bottom. This just looks so disturbing. I don't know how a lot of you wear your pants like this. It looks really bad. If your sleeves are too long in your jackets, try to fold the jacket up. This is another quick way to fix this. Even if your pants are too long, you can even just fold them. This is a great way to do that as well if you don't want to pay the money to go get a hem. I think a hem is a great investment. It only costs like $10, $15, but you need to just make sure your clothes are fitting you more appropriately. Some $10 pants that fit you well are going to look way better than $400 pants that don't fit you well. A $10 jacket that fits you well is going to look way better than a $1,000 jacket that doesn't fit you well. These are just the type of things you need to think about where you're going about choosing which items to purchase for yourself. How clothes fit outweighs the price. So focus more on how something fits and you'll always be looking sharp. Wearing all black everywhere. Now, this is one of the biggest mistakes I see a lot of guys make. I want to make this clear as well that when you wear all black everywhere, you're kind of like hiding. You're not really showing your style at all because you're just putting on black everywhere. So you're not even really giving yourself an opportunity to stand out and put items together to show off your true style. A quick way to fix this, if you want to just wear the all black, first of all, don't wear the all black everywhere. This really gets annoying and you just look like you can't dress. But if you're going to wear black, I would say just start to add on some jewelry, some necklaces, watches, bracelets, rings. This really helps bring the black outfit together, you know, like a bouncer or a bartender. This is a mistake I see a lot of guys making, is they put an all black outfit together and then don't put on any jewelry. You kind of like you should be working at a bar or something like that. So just this quick fix is going to make you look a lot better when you're wearing all black. But another great way to do this is to just go for one black item. So if you're going to wear black pants, or if you're going to just wear a black top and then throw some different color in there as well, this is going to be a great way to break it up so you're not looking so boring all the time like you're hiding. But style starts when you stop playing it safe, and wearing all black everywhere is just a quick way to play it safe. It's a quick way to just show that you really can't dress and you're just trying to throw on something quickly. It's going to make you feel like you don't have to try too hard. Just try to show off more creativity. You're going to thank yourself a lot later. Ignoring your footwear. Now, an outfit can be easily made or broken by the piece of footwear that you choose to put with it. If you choose to put beat up dirty shoes with it, you just killed your look immediately. It's very important to take your footwear seriously, but it's also very important to be understanding of where you're wearing certain shoes to. I was just watching Pop the Balloon. I don't know if any of you watched that show, but there was this guy who looked very sharp in a gray suit, and then he came on there in some red bright Jordans with a gray suit. I've like no idea what he was thinking when he did this, but it looked absolutely ridiculous. It would have looked much nicer if he wore, you know, like some loafers, even a nice boot, even a nice clean minimal white sneaker or something like that. Anything like this is going to be much better than wearing juvenile shoes, beat up shoes, athletic shoes, anything like that. So make sure you're understanding where you need to wear shoes and how you can wear them accordingly. So athletic shoes should not be worn with, you know, jeans. I see a lot of guys still doing this, wearing athletic shoes with jeans. It should not be happening. Make sure you're wearing athletic shoes to athletic type of environments like the gym or something like that. This shouldn't be paired casually or formally. This is not how this works. Because this happens a lot. I'll see a guy wearing a very nice outfit, and then I look at his shoes and he's wearing like running shoes, and he has on a nice collared shirt and some nice pants. It just doesn't look good, and it really kills the outfit. Also, the Crocs too, these have to go. The Birkenstocks, these have to go. You shouldn't be wearing these casually. Make sure you're wearing these to a more lounging around type of thing, around the house, something like that. These should not be worn in a casual type of environment or with a casual type of outfit. I mean, absolutely not with a formal outfit, so let's not even go that far. So please make sure you're being more aware of where you're wearing footwear, and don't ignore this. Make sure you're having some nice dress shoes, some boots, loafers, nice sneakers that you can just pair, and you're going to really make your outfits come together a lot better. Thinking fashion isn't masculine. So a lot of guys that can't dress will try to make fun of other guys who will dress and put more effort in, that they're not really being masculine because they're caring too much about how they appear. Sounds absolutely ridiculous to me, but it still goes on to this day. So if this is you, you're hearing these type of things, I feel like you're around the wrong people. So I recommend you not listening to these people, because there's nothing wrong with being confident in how you look and how you dress. This is very important, and it just makes you feel a lot better about yourself. Being confident is very masculine. Dressing well is very masculine. Because if you think about it, have you ever seen a guy get a compliment because of how sloppy he looks? No, it doesn't. It doesn't work like this. It usually works, a guy gets a compliment because of how well he dresses. So this is how it's going to be. This is how it's always going to be. So make sure you're not trying to put that illusion in your head that, you know, if you care too much about how you look, that you're not masculine. This is extremely false. If you're around anyone that is telling you this is extremely false too, I highly recommend you not listen to what they're saying. Take dressing well more seriously. It's going to help you feel a lot better about yourself in the end. Neglecting this is a huge mistake. Not getting your watch size. This is probably one of the biggest mistakes I see happening as well. A lot of you guys will go get a watch, you think it looks good, and then you get it and it's sliding all up and down your wrist. This just looks extremely sloppy. I don't know why a lot of you do this. You need to be getting every single watch that you get sized. And the proper sizing needs to be where you can put your index finger and your middle finger down into your watch where it can touch your thumb comfortably. If you can only put one finger in the watch, it's too tight. If you can barely fit two fingers in there, it's too tight. You need to be able to comfortably fit the index finger and the middle finger touching your thumb. You need to be able to move it and put it down into the watch. I've said this in a recent video. A lot of guys commented and messaged me that they didn't really know this trick. It's a very great trick. It's very effective. But also, the person that's sizing your watch, if it's a professional jeweler or someone that knows what they're doing, they should be able to tell you this as well. But when your watch is sliding up or down on your wrist, it just looks too big. It looks like it shouldn't even be worn. I don't know what's worse, this or not even wearing a watch at all. I really can't even begin to tell you which one's worse, but they both look bad. Also, I'm seeing a lot of guys wearing watches on both wrists. I'm not understanding why we're doing this. You only need a watch on one wrist. Like, you can only tell time one watch at a time. Why do you need two watches on that's telling you the same time? This doesn't really make sense to me. So, you know, I'm not understanding why a lot of you are doing this. I see this happening a lot, and I'm trying to figure out what the purpose is of that. So please make sure you're not doing this. You need one watch only. Other than this, if you're going to put it on both wrists, you look extremely tacky. Neglecting your grooming. So if your style's on point, but your grooming isn't, you're already points behind when it comes to this. The scraggly beards, the, you know, untrimmed armpit hairs, not getting your hair cut often, the long fingernails, just absolutely disgusting. Just looks like you don't know how to take care of yourself. It looks very unorganized, looks very sloppy, looks very dirty. So make sure you're not making these mistakes. Because if you think about it, where are you gonna go looking like this? No one's gonna take you seriously because of how poorly you look. So make sure that you're keeping up with your hygiene. Make sure you're getting your hair cut, you know, every other week. I like to go once a week to get my hair cut. Make sure you're staying on top of this. Make sure you're cutting your nails once a week, once every other week. Shaving your armpits. All these things are very important. Also, put some chapstick on the dry lips, cracked lips. This just looks very disturbing. So make sure you're not making this mistake. Make sure you're staying on top of this too. And also make sure you're staying on top of your skincare routine. If your face looks like it hasn't been moisturized in days, it looks all dry and ashy, this just isn't the way to go. Make sure you're staying on top of your skincare routine as well so your face can look healthy and rejuvenated. White athletic socks with formal wear, and I see this mistake being made a lot. I'll see a lot of guys wearing boots with white tube socks, white athletic socks. I'll see guys wearing nice sneakers, nice dress sneakers with white tube socks, white athletic socks. I'll see guys wearing loafers with white athletic socks. This is a huge mistake. I don't know why we're still doing this, but this needs to really stop quickly. It just looks very tacky and it just looks like you don't know how to dress. Keep your athletic socks with athletic shoes and keep your athletic shoes with athletic clothes. Don't be mixing your athletic shoes with jeans and stuff like that. I see this happening a lot too. Please make sure you're not doing this, as I said before. This one is also big in the summer months because I'll see a lot of guys wearing casual shorts, and then with the casual shorts, they'll have on the long white tube socks or the white athletic socks. It just looks really bad. In my honest opinion, the casual shorts need to be worn with no-show socks. I think it's just the best look, most cleanest look, and most timeless look ever when it comes to this type of summer warm weather attire. DIY cut tank tops. Now, a lot of us, when we, you know, start bulking up, we start seeing improvements, we want to show this off, and I understand, I completely get it, but the mistake a lot of us make is we want to cut the sleeves off of some of these shirts, a lot of these more so specifically athletic shirts, and then we want to expose a little more arms, but this ends up looking very sloppy because 9 times out of 10, most likely you're not a trained professional. You don't know how to cut properly, so the shirt is going to look very just sloppy and unorganized. And then a lot of times when we cut these shirts, we end up going a little too far, so we end up seeing a little too much skin, more so on the side here, more so in the rib region. So this just doesn't look good. If you're going to do this, just try to get a sleeveless shirt in general. This is going to look a lot more organized and polished. Also, if you want to do this, something that I just started doing recently is a shirt that's maybe you've ruined the sleeves or you got some deodorant stains where the sleeves now don't look good and you want to cut the sleeves off and make this a sleeveless shirt. This is also another great option you can do. This will probably save a lot of your shirts as well, but the key to doing this is to get it professionally done. So when I do this, I take this to my tailor. I just did this with an overshirt I talked about in a recent video where I took an overshirt that had some deodorant stains that I couldn't bring back. I took it to my tailor, she removed the sleeves, and now it's become a very stylish sleeveless shirt of mine that I wear a lot now in the warmer months. So this is a great option you can do, but this only happens when you take this to a professional to get it cut professionally, because that way it'll look a lot more organized and polished instead of you doing it yourself. So this route, or just getting a sleeveless shirt, is going to be a much better route. Sports jerseys as casual wear. Now this is a huge mistake a lot of guys make too. I don't know why it's not apparent by now, but sports jerseys just are not made for everyday casual wear. They're not made for dates. They're not made for casual type of environments, especially not formal type of environments. So let's just be clear on that. But make sure you're wearing your sports jerseys in sporting type of environments, sports events, games, things of that nature. That's fine. When you start wearing them outside of that, this is where it starts to become a problem. In my honest opinion, I think you're better off even just get a nice stylish varsity jacket. There's a lot of nice stylish varsity jackets being made now, so this is a much more better and stylish choice than a sports jersey. You'll never see a stylish guy wearing a sports jersey casually. I promise you this just will never happen. So make sure you're keeping the sports jerseys just to the more sporting type of events. And if you're gonna go for something more of a team type of choice, then I think it's better off to go in a more varsity type of jacket, type of rim, especially if you're gonna wear this item in a more casual type of setting. Then I think the varsity jacket is a much better option here. That's it for me today. Hope you guys got something out of the video. Make sure you check out my video here for more great men's fashion content. Hopefully you got something out of this, and hopefully by the end of this video, you will no longer be committing these mistakes. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks. Peace.